How do you believe, in your opinion, the entertainment industry could improve when it comes to creating opportunities for people with disabilities?
I think that's it. Like, I think just creating the opportunity and also just seeing the value in hiring disabled performers. Again, like, I can only speak for myself, but as a disabled performer, I know that my well is my emotional well and emotional availability is very deep, and I offer that to all of my performances, and so I think my performances are enriched by my disability, and I feel like, I don't know, it just is, disability is so interesting. It's so interesting. So just seeing, like, the value. But again, that goes back to our society. I don't even think it has anything to do with the entertainment industry. I think it's just society at large. Disabled people are so often left out of the conversation. Even when people are talking about minorities.
Yeah. Do you think that in these conversations people they're just simply not aware, or that they're not thinking about this whole group of people with disabilities that could very well be included into the conversation? Do you think they're just not thinking about that, or do you think that they're actively being like, oh, okay, we don't want this in our show, or we don't want this in our creative work?
I think it's maybe a little bit of both. I think people might not think that audiences will react well to disability. I think it's often, just like I said, society just forgetting about people with disabilities. I think it's many sides to the coin, and I also think, like, I hate to say it, but accommodations cost money. Like, so I think that goes into it too. Like, you know what I mean? People not wanting to shoulder that kind of burden to make those accommodations financially. I'm not making excuses for anyone. I'm just saying I think that's part of the part of it. And then just like how disabled people are integrated into society. Like, you know what I mean? We are so often forgot about. I mean, like, look at the New York City transit system and how difficult it is for... I mean, that's part of the reason why I don't live in New York, really, is because the subways are so not accessible.
That is very true.
You know
that is
what I mean?
very true.
So we just talk about being forgotten. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to do anything about it, and it's almost 2023.
Yeah, it's wild, and you would think think a big city like New York that has millions of people, and therefore probably hundreds of thousands, if not millions, if not millions of people who are disabled. You think that they would make such accommodations, and it's a shame that that's the case. And to your point too, I think that just the outlook that society has overall towards people with disabilities, whether it's forgetting or something else, bleeds into entertainment as well.
Yeah, because entertainment is a mirror on our society, right? Often. If you think about it, like, the ADA was only enacted in 1990. Like, that wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
And like, even then, I think, like, there's so many loopholes in the ADA that allow people to have non-accessible spaces and be sort of exclusive in many ways, even though we've obviously come so far, and I'm so grateful for those activists that made it happen. But I mean, there's still so much more work that can be done, you know, to not only make our spaces physically accessible, but like accessibility goes far beyond just getting in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.